as a woman, come closer and hold your ear like this. Hold your ear like this. Your downstairs is not supposed to be smelling fishy. And there is one thing that I know that is the major cause of smelling funny down there. You know what it is? Hey guys, it's your girl T here again, and you are highly welcome to yet another video. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys some tips that can help you if you are battling with body odor. Now, body odor is something that a lot of people do not like admitting that they have. Body odor is something that a lot of people battle with. Body odor comes in different forms, and according to my own dictionary, there are 3 different forms of body odor. We have mouth odor, we have armpit odor, and we have the downstairs odor. Okay, now these are the 3 different types of odors. So somebody can have a mouth odor but may not have an armpit odor. Do you have body odor? Yes, you have body odor. Even if your armpit is not smelling, as far as your mouth is smelling, it means you have a body odor and you need to work on it. Now, the first part of this video is mouth odor, and this is basically when there is a funny smell coming out of your mouth. Your mouth is not supposed to smell so terribly. Your mouth is not supposed to smell so bad that the next person sitting beside you will almost want to run away or will almost want to suffocate. I don't know if people cannot perceive when their mouth is smelling, but I'll advise you to just take a second of your time now to breathe into your palm and try and inhale it. It's not so easy, but you can just try to breathe into your palm and try and inhale it. If you perceive any funny smell that you don't like, please, you need to work on your oral hygiene. Now, for mouth odor, there are some tips that I have that can really help you. And the very first tip I'll talk about in this video is to use a tongue cleaner. This I have in my hand here is a tongue cleaner, and I'm going to put a picture of it here so that you guys can see it. This is how it's going to look when you go and buy it from the supermarket. But you see this thing I have in my hand here, it is called a tongue cleaner, and it is made to be used to clean your tongue. Most times when you notice that you are having mouth odor, it may be because of your tongue. The tongue is one part of the body that many of us tend to overlook. When you are brushing your teeth, you need to make sure that you focus a lot of effort in scrubbing out your tongue, because your tongue is one part of your mouth that harbors a whole lot of dirt and bacteria, and all these bacteria can cause odors in the long run. You need to make sure that you do due diligence. Okay, your toothbrush is not really very effective when it comes to cleaning your tongue. That is why they produce this. Tongue cleaners are very important. All you have to do when you're brushing your teeth, take your tongue cleaner like this and scrape down your tongue. Do this every day and you will notice that there will be a significant change or improvement in your oral hygiene. It is very important. Another thing I would like to tell you guys now is that you need to make sure that you change your toothbrush regularly. When you are using your toothbrush for a long period of time, the toothbrush tends to get weak. This brush tends to get weak, and when it gets weaker and weaker, it may no longer be strong enough to brush your teeth. Therefore, it is advised that you change your toothbrush regularly. Don't allow your toothbrush bristles, these bristles, don't allow them to become weak, because if they become weak, they will no longer be strong enough to brush your teeth. And if it is not strong enough to brush your teeth, your mouth may start smelling. So please make sure that you are changing your toothbrush regularly. Another thing that is very important that you need to make sure you are doing is flossing your teeth. Okay, this is what they call dental floss. Can you see it? This is a box of dental floss, and this is what a dental floss looks like. Now you're going to take this ring-like part of the dental floss, can you see, and put it in between your teeth, to remove every food residue that may have gotten stuck in between your teeth. This is what flossing is all about. You need to do this regularly, very regularly, because sometimes these tiny food particles may go and hide in between your teeth and be there decomposing and causing mouth odor, but you may not know. That is why you need to make sure you are flossing your teeth regularly. You can get it, and always make sure that you use it to floss your teeth to reduce mouth odor. It is very important. Another thing that is also very helpful is using mouthwash. I don't use a mouthwash because I find that when you have done all these things that I just shared earlier, using of mouthwash might not even be so necessary again. So the basics are always important. The basics are always important. But if you have done all these basics and you still want to be a little bit extra, then you can get a mouthwash to use as well. Another last point I'll talk about is mind what you eat. Okay, mind what you eat. Some of us are fond of eating garlic, eating onions, and eating some of these things, and they can translate into your breath and give you mouth odor. Now garlic is very healthy, ginger is healthy, onions are healthy, but they have a negative impact on your breath. So you have to mind what you eat, and whenever you eat any of these things, make sure you take extra care. Some people, I sit by them and their mouth is smelling garlic, and I'm wondering, you ate garlic, why didn't you brush your teeth well? Why didn't you, like, just make sure you take extra care to make sure that your mouth does not smell of that garlic and that onion that you ate. Okay, it is very important, because when you eat garlic, somebody around you knows that you ate garlic, and they won't like it, because nobody likes to have any funny smell around them. So you need to be very careful when you are eating all this ginger, garlic, and the rest, because they are going to tell in your breath. Okay, now after mouth odor, we are done with mouth odor. Now the next one we're going to talk about is armpit odor. And armpit odor is very common, and this is the one that most people tend to call body odor. Armpit odor is when there is a funny smell coming out of your armpit. Sometimes your armpit odor can be mild, that it may be only you that will perceive it. Maybe when you raise your hand and you sniff your armpit, you may perceive a funny odor, but when you keep your hand down, you may not really perceive it, or somebody around you may not perceive it. It means that your armpit odor is not really severe. But when it gets to the point where whenever you enter into a room, everybody knows that something fishy is smelling, you need to make sure that don't even allow yourself to have any odor in the first place. So these are some things that you can start doing that will help you with armpit odor. Number one, use roll-on and deodorant. If in this day and time you are not using roll-on or deodorant, you are not doing yourself a favor, because these things called roll-on and deodorant are very effective in preventing odors. So I believe that everybody is using roll-on and deodorant. If you are not using, please go and start using. Because it's not good for you to be having odor. Odor is not funny. Okay, now one advice I'll give to you is that if you notice that you tend to have armpit odor and you are using deodorant, but it seems like it is not working for you, maybe you should start using the men spray, or the men deodorant, or the men roll-on. I've come to realize that the men's roll-on or deodorants are actually more powerful, like they're actually stronger than the female own. I've been using the one for men for a while now, and I feel like these ones that are made for men last longer and are stronger than the ones made for women. So the next thing I'll talk about is to make sure you shave regularly. Shave your armpits regularly. Keeping hairs in your armpit for a long period of time, or growing bushy hairs in your armpits, can actually lead to a higher chance of having armpit odor. When there is hair in your armpit, it is actually a lot of work to groom those hairs and take care of them to make sure that they do not start producing odor. But when you shave your armpits, when you give yourself a clean shave, it is easier to manage. So my advice to you is that you should please shave your armpits regularly. It goes a long way in helping you. When you shave your armpits and you apply this, it tends to stay for longer compared to when you apply this on a bushy armpit. So try your best and shave your armpits regularly. Shaving your armpits regularly is actually very important, and you need to make sure that you are doing that. Another thing I want to tell you now is that if you're someone that you notice you always have armpit odor, don't repeat your clothes. Like, when you wear your clothes once, please go and wash it. Some people will repeat our clothes, maybe because you feel that, oh, this clothes is not really dirty, then you repeat it. Or maybe I don't want the clothes to fade, I don't want the fabric to start fading, that's why you repeat your clothes. But it may not be helpful. Some people can actually repeat their clothes and they would not notice any odor, but there are people that tend to have odor easily, and if you start repeating your clothes, it might lead to a higher chance of you having odor. So one advice I'll give to you, if you know you are battling with odor, or if you know you are noticing some odor, please stop repeating your clothes. Okay, it is better for you to wear faded clothes and smell good than for you to wear shiny clothes and smell bad. So please try and wash your clothes. Once you wear it once, put it in the basket and wash it off immediately. Another thing that can cause armpit odor is this. You see this bra? A lot of we women, we are fond of repeating our bras. We are fond of wearing, some women can wear bras for 2 weeks, they have not washed their bra. These bras can accumulate a lot of odor. They can accumulate sweat, and when they accumulate sweat, the sweat will now translate into odor. So please try to wash your bras regularly. Try to wash your bra regularly. Stop repeating bra. It is very, very important. Many women, we are guilty of this. We tend to repeat our bra. Some people can repeat their bra for 1 week, 2 weeks without washing it. It is not really the best, okay? So please make sure you have like a lot of bras. As a lady, you shouldn't be having only 2 or 3 bras. Make sure you have many good bras so that you can be changing them regularly. This bra can actually trap sweat, and whenever it traps sweat, it will make you to have an odor. Even when you're wearing a clean cloth, if you're wearing a dirty bra, you will start smelling funny. So make sure that you are always changing your bras regularly, and wash your bras very, very, very well so that you will remove odor from your bra. Very, very important. And the last thing I'll talk about is make sure you bathe 2 times in a day. If you notice that you're having body odor, one very, very simple way to get rid of that odor is to have your bath. If you have your bath 2 times in a day and you are not repeating your clothes and you are using deodorant, there is no way you will have odor. So if you know you're having body odor, the easiest way to stop it is bathe twice in a day, use deodorant, use roll-on, use perfume, and don't ever repeat your clothes. Don't repeat your clothes, don't repeat your panties, don't repeat your bra. Wash everything, and you will see that you will stop having body odor or armpit odor. This is very, very, very important. Okay, now guys, the final part of this video is the downstairs odor of the downstairs region. When I say downstairs region, you guys already know what I mean. Because of YouTube copyright and YouTube rules, I will not be saying the real name, but you guys know what I mean by downstairs. Now, odor of the downstairs region is very, very real. Very, very real, and many ladies have this odor. As a woman, come closer and hold your ear like this. Hold your ear like this. Your downstairs is not supposed to be smelling fishy. Your downstairs is not supposed to be smelling funny. If you're observing any fishy or funny smell in your downstairs area, it means that something is wrong. You are not supposed to have that odor. Now, scientists have shown us that the downstairs area has a natural smell. Everybody's downstairs area has a natural smell. So if you perceive a smell in your downstairs area, you shouldn't be alarmed. You shouldn't feel bad or anything, because everybody, as long as you're a woman, your downstairs has a smell. The problem now is this smell an unpleasant smell? It is not supposed to smell like chocolate or candy or vanilla or perfume, but it is not supposed to have an unpleasant smell. A smell that when you put your nose there, you can't breathe. It's not supposed to be like that. So evaluate yourself. If you put your nose down there and you cannot raise up your head without holding your breath, it means that something is wrong, and you need to take care of yourself as a woman. Take care of yourself as a woman, okay? Sometimes odor in the downstairs area might be as a result of infection. So if you are taking your hygiene seriously and you are still observing odor in your downstairs area, please go to the doctor, because infection can actually make you to start smelling very, very funny down there. So you need to go and treat yourself of infection. But many of us, it is our hygiene that is making us to have odor down there. And there is one thing that I know that is the major cause of smelling funny down there. Do you know what it is? Many women ease themselves without using tissue to clean up themselves after they are done easing themselves. That is one of the reasons why you are smelling funny down there. We all know that urine has a smell, pee has a smell. Your downstairs area will smell bad if you go to the toilet to ease yourself and you just wear your pants without cleaning yourself. Please, in this new year, if you know that you are still doing that, you don't use tissue paper to clean yourself after urinating, after easing yourself, you need to make sure that you start doing it. When you go to ease yourself and to urinate, the urine will rub on other parts of your downstairs area, and even when you stand up, some few drops will still remain there. And then you wear your panties without cleaning it, that urine will stay there in that moist environment and start smelling funny. This is one of the major causes of odor downstairs for most women. As a woman, evaluate yourself today. Do you clean up after you urinate? Do you clean up after you urinate? If you know you don't clean up after peeing, start using tissue to clean up yourself after you pee. You would notice that odor will be greatly reduced from your downstairs area. This is very, very important. Now, I know a lot of people that say they don't like using tissue to wipe themselves. They prefer to use water to wash themselves. Using water to wash yourself is good, but make sure you use tissue to clean up the water after you use water to wash yourself. Because if you don't use tissue to clean it up, you wear your panties on a wet bum bum. How will it be when you keep on wearing panties on a wet place? It will make that place to become moist. And number one, that will make it a breeding ground for bacteria, because bacteria tends to grow in a wet atmosphere. Number two, when somewhere is wet and damp for a long period of time, that can actually lead to odor. So if you're among those girls that always say, I don't like using tissue is not hygienic, I prefer to use water will wash everything. When you wash with water, do you wear your pants directly like that without cleaning it, or do you clean with tissue after washing with water? If you leave that water there and you wear your pants on it, my dear, you are not doing yourself any good, because you are creating a breeding ground for bacteria, and these bacteria can come and grow there and cause infection for you. Don't allow yourself to be keeping your downstairs area moist or wet, okay? I hope you guys are following me right now. If you're following me, like this video, smash the like button to support me, okay? So guys, we learn every day, and I really do hope that this video I have made will help someone watching me right now, okay? We've come to the end of today's video, and if you watched me up until this moment, I love you, I appreciate you, and this means that you found this video helpful. So please do me a favor, give my video a huge thumbs up, like this video. When you like the video, it tells the algorithm that you like the video, and they would further recommend it to more and more people, so that you can help other sisters as well. Leave a comment down below. I will respond to your comments as soon as I can, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah.